40% of people over the age of 65 are silently experiencing signs of kidney decline, without realizing that the true cause might be the very vitamins they trust and take every single day. What they believed was healthy may actually be quietly pushing their kidneys to the edge. Because when combined the wrong way, vitamins can turn from helpful to harmful, especially in aging bodies. After 60, kidney function naturally slows down. Yet many seniors continue taking vitamin D, calcium, iron, C, magnesium, without thinking much about dosages, interactions, or how they're combined. And one day, the damage shows up silently, without warning. This video breaks down 3 common vitamin and mineral combinations that can seriously harm your kidneys if taken the wrong way. And in item 2, I'll reveal one that most people take every morning completely unaware of the risks it carries. Where are you watching from? If you've ever taken vitamins and wondered whether you're using them correctly, type check in the comments. I'll personally respond to each one and help you take a second look at what might be silently hurting you before it's too late. Many older adults take vitamin D and calcium daily, believing it's the best way to protect their bones, prevent fractures, and stay strong with age. But what if I told you that this familiar combination could silently be harming your kidneys? The truth is, vitamin D increases calcium absorption in your gut. That sounds like a good thing until you're missing key nutrients like vitamin K2 and magnesium. Without them, the calcium doesn't go where it's supposed to go. Instead of strengthening your bones, it can quietly build up in your blood vessels, your joints, and especially your kidneys. It's a troubling image thinking you're building bone strength when you might actually be building kidney stones. A 2019 study published in Nutrients showed that vitamin K2 activates a protein called matrix GL, which prevents calcium from sticking to soft tissues like your kidneys. Without K2, that protective process stays asleep. Magnesium is just as essential. It acts like a gatekeeper, helping your body move calcium to the right places. But nearly 70% of older adults are deficient in magnesium, often without realizing it, especially if they eat poorly or have chronic conditions. That means the calcium you're absorbing might end up where it shouldn't, and your kidneys will silently take the hit. If you're taking calcium and vitamin D without adding magnesium or K2, listen to your body. Subtle symptoms like bloating, cramping, or nagging lower back pain could be your kidneys trying to warn you. So, how can you take these safely? Start by choosing calcium from natural foods like dark leafy greens, almonds, or sardines. If you need to supplement, go with vitamin D3, but always pair it with K2 in the MK7 form. Add 200-400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate daily, taken with meals, and avoid taking everything all at once. And if you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, diabetes, or any kidney issues, talk to your doctor before continuing. But this still isn't the most dangerous combination. There's another one, something many seniors take every morning, believing it boosts their immunity. In truth, it could be flooding your kidneys with harmful compounds without you even knowing. We'll uncover it in the next section. If you're still watching and finding this information helpful, please comment the word check below to let me know you're with me. I'll do my best to reply to each comment and help you understand whether these common supplements might be silently causing harm. Have you ever taken an iron supplement in the morning with a glass of orange juice or a vitamin C tablet to boost absorption? Many people do. It seems harmless enough. But no one tells you that this very combination can quietly damage your kidneys, and you may not notice until it's too late. We often believe that iron and vitamin C make the perfect pair. Vitamin C enhances iron absorption, that's true, but only under certain conditions. When taken in high doses, especially in older adults. This combo can trigger oxidative reactions in the blood, producing compounds called oxalates. Oxalates don't just increase your risk of kidney stones, they can also inflame kidney tissue, causing slow, ongoing damage to your filtration system. A 2020 study from the American Journal of Kidney Diseases found that adults over 60 who took high-dose iron and vitamin C over time had elevated oxalate levels in their urine, a key contributor to calcium oxalate kidney stones, the most common type among seniors. Even worse, the early warning signs are often vague, more frequent nighttime urination, lower back tightness, or fatigue after taking iron. But most people dismiss them, thinking it's nothing serious. So how can you avoid this hidden danger? Take iron between meals, don't pair it with high-dose vitamin C or orange juice. If you need extra vitamin C, choose natural sources like strawberries or kiwi or limit supplements to low doses under 200 milliliters per dose. Always check the label if your iron tablet already includes vitamin C. Don't take more. And if you have a history of kidney stones, chronic anemia, or you're over 65, consult your doctor before taking iron long-term. The scariest part is how much trust we place in these supplements. When we believe we're doing the right thing, we rarely double-check. And that's exactly why kidney damage from this combination often arrives silently and suddenly. But an even more dangerous pairing is coming up next. It involves another popular vitamin that many seniors take right after breakfast, believing it supports heart and nerve health. But in reality, it may be silently overloading your kidneys and straining your heart without you realizing it. Did you know that a single multivitamin tablet you take in the morning could be silently interfering with your body's ability to absorb nutrients and produce healthy red blood cells? It might sound surprising after all. Vitamin C and B12 are both essential for seniors. One boosts immunity, the other supports nerve and blood cell function. But when taken the wrong way, especially in pill form, you might unintentionally reduce their effectiveness or even trigger a long-term deficiency without realizing it. High-dose vitamin C is highly acidic. It alters the pH of your small intestine, the very place where vitamin B12 needs a stable, alkaline environment to be absorbed efficiently. For older adults who often already have reduced stomach acid or digestive changes, combining these two at the wrong time can severely impair B12 absorption. What's worse, B12 deficiency doesn't show up dramatically. At first, it creeps in slowly and can lead to chronic fatigue, mild memory loss, or even permanent nerve damage over time. According to Harvard Health Publishing, about 15% of people over 65 have a B12 deficiency, and many don't even know it. One of the silent culprits, taking B12 alongside vitamin C, a combination that's more harmful than helpful. Especially if you're taking a multivitamin in the morning with orange juice, that might be the worst possible timing for B12 to work effectively. So, what's the solution? Separate them. Take your B12 in the morning, ideally on an empty stomach, or after a light meal with plain water. Save vitamin C for after lunch or later in the day, preferably from natural sources like berries or citrus fruits. Avoid taking them together, especially in a single multivitamin tablet. If your current supplement contains high-dose vitamin C over 250 milliliters and B12 together, consider switching to a split or separate regimen for better results. Lingering fatigue, mild headaches, or tingling in your hands or feet, often blamed on getting older, might actually be the quiet signs of a B12 deficiency made worse by poor supplement timing. Older bodies process things differently. Even small tweaks in your supplement routine can make a big difference over time. And there's another combination coming up, far more common, and now raising red flags among doctors. It's believed to strengthen bones, but if taken incorrectly, it may actually raise calcium levels dangerously high, harming your heart and kidneys, especially for those over 70. Stay with me. This might be the most widely recommended combo for people over 60, calcium and vitamin D3. One helps maintain bone density, the other boosts calcium absorption. But when taken the wrong way, especially in high doses over a long period, this very duo can quietly overload the kidneys, harden the arteries, and increase the risk of heart failure in older adults. The issue isn't calcium or D3 by themselves. It's what happens when you combine high-dose D3 over 4,000 IU day with calcium from supplements. Your body may end up absorbing too much calcium into the bloodstream. And that can lead to hypercalcemia, a condition where excess calcium settles in your arteries, heart valves, kidneys, and soft tissues. If left unchecked, this can quietly fuel vascular calcification, the hidden cause behind increased heart attacks, strokes, and chronic kidney damage. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that seniors over 65 who took calcium supplements with high-dose D3 had up to a 22% higher risk of arterial calcification compared to those who got their calcium from food sources. Even more concerning, this damage often goes unnoticed. It doesn't cause pain or fatigue right away, but over the years, it silently damages your blood vessels. So, how can you use them safely? For most older adults, vitamin D3 should stay between 800 to 2,000 IU per day unless prescribed otherwise. Avoid taking high-dose calcium and D3 supplements together for more than 3 months without regular blood work. Focus on natural calcium sources like milk, tofu, or leafy greens. Only use calcium pills if truly necessary. And if you must take both, separate them D3 in the morning, calcium in the evening after a meal. Always stay hydrated and incorporate light movement to support metabolism. The truth is, as we age, our kidneys can't filter excess like they used to. What seems good for your bones may become a burden for your heart and kidneys if taken at the wrong dose and time. Sadly, many people only realize the damage when their heart starts skipping beats or lab tests show their kidney function quietly declining. And there's one more combo often found in senior multivitamins that's believed to boost energy. But if taken incorrectly, it may silently raise your blood pressure and push your heart into overdrive. Let's uncover that one next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, drop a comment below with the word check. I read every message and will try to respond to each one personally. Now, here's something you may not expect: that comforting morning cup of coffee, so familiar and cherished by many over 60, might be quietly blocking your body from absorbing iron, a vital mineral needed for making red blood cells and preventing chronic fatigue. Many older adults are diagnosed with mild anemia. They take iron supplements daily, but even after months, their blood markers barely improve. The hidden reason: caffeine, found in coffee, black tea, and even some energy drinks. Caffeine can reduce iron absorption by up to 70% when consumed too close to the time you take your supplement. For seniors whose digestive efficiency is already declining, this combination becomes a double blow that renders supplementation nearly ineffective. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, taking iron with coffee or tea within 1 hour can reduce absorption so significantly that it may have no real benefit. And symptoms like persistent tiredness, dizziness when standing, or cold hands and feet, often dismissed as just aging, could actually be signs of long-term iron deficiency made worse by that daily morning coffee. So what's the fix? It's simple but powerful. Separate the timing. Take your iron supplement on an empty stomach with a warm glass of plain water. Avoid pairing it with milk or calcium. If you love your coffee, enjoy it at least 2 hours after taking your supplement, or shift it to mid-morning or early afternoon after your body has absorbed the iron. And don't forget, iron isn't just in pills. You can naturally boost it through iron-rich foods like lean red meat, liver, spinach, lentils, and fortified cereals. These food-based sources are often less affected by caffeine, especially when eaten with a source of vitamin C to enhance absorption. That lingering fatigue you've carried for weeks or even months might not need more medication, but just better timing, a small adjustment to your routine, giving your body a real chance to get the nutrients it needs. But there's one more combination commonly used by seniors seeking calm and better sleep that may look harmless, but if misused, can cause heart rhythm problems, light confusion, and even increase the risk of nighttime falls. We'll uncover that in the next section. Magnesium has long been known as the relaxation mineral supporting deeper sleep, easing muscle tension, and relieving mild anxiety in older adults. That's why many people, especially after turning 60, begin taking magnesium supplements to help with sleep. At the same time, they may also be prescribed sleep medications or mild sedatives like benzodiazepines or zolpidem. The danger lies in the combination when magnesium is taken alongside central nervous system depressants. The sedative effects can amplify each other, slowing heart rate, lowering nighttime blood pressure, causing light confusion, and significantly increasing the risk of nighttime falls. Many seniors believe they are sleeping better, when in reality, their brain is entering an over-sedated state, slowing down too much, resulting in grogginess, memory lapses, and lingering fatigue upon waking. A study in Drugs and Aging found that adults over 65 who took high-dose magnesium with sedatives had a 2 to 3 odds higher risk of falls than those using only one or the other. What's troubling is that most people don't realize they're slipping into this danger because the symptoms are so subtle: sleeping longer, waking up foggy, forgetting small things until one night they fall. Let's be clear, magnesium isn't bad. Sleep medication isn't wrong. The issue lies in timing and dosage. If you're on prescribed sleep meds, speak with your doctor before adding magnesium supplements. If approved, split the dosage magnesium in the late afternoon before 5 p.m. and your sleep medication about an hour before bedtime. Never take both together right before sleep. And remember, magnesium is naturally found in foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, bananas, and leafy greens, offering a gentle, natural relaxation without overloading your system. Wanting deeper sleep is a completely valid desire for older adults. But true rest doesn't come from shutting down your nervous system. It comes from gentle balance, restoring your body's rhythm. Don't let sleep, the very thing meant to heal, become a silent risk to your heart, brain, and safety in the dark. And there's one final combination very common among those over 65, taking heart medications that seems harmless but can dangerously raise potassium levels and trigger serious heart rhythm problems if the dosage isn't carefully managed. We'll explore that next. This is one of the most overlooked combinations, but also one of the most dangerous for older adults with heart concerns. Potassium supplements, either through pills, coconut water, or vegetable juices taken alongside common blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors such as enalapril or lisinopril, or potassium-sparing diuretics like spironolactone or triamterene. While potassium is essential for keeping your heartbeat steady, too much of it can disrupt the body's delicate electrolyte balance, triggering irregular heart rhythms or, in extreme cases, even cardiac arrest, especially if the kidneys can't eliminate the excess efficiently. After the age of 60, kidney function tends to decline, making it harder to flush out excess potassium. If someone takes potassium-rich supplements or drinks like banana smoothies, coconut water, or herbal juices on top of these medications without medical monitoring, potassium levels in the blood can silently rise. According to the American Heart Association, nearly 1 in 5 patients over 65 who use potassium-sparing drugs show early signs of hyperkalemia, such as tingling hands or feet, muscle weakness, or a fluttering heartbeat that are often mistaken for just regular tiredness. But the solution isn't to avoid potassium entirely. It's about smart management. Limit potassium-rich foods and drinks if you're taking these medications consistently. Always ask your doctor to check your electrolyte levels, especially during the first 2 to 4 weeks of starting a new medication. If you still enjoy things like coconut water or bananas, reduce the portion and make sure to space them at least 2 to 3 hours away from your medications, never on an empty stomach. Used wisely, potassium can be a trusted ally for a stable heartbeat. But without control, especially when your kidneys or heart are already under strain, it becomes a silent trigger, one that can cause more harm than healing. And now, there's one last combination often seen as harmless because it helps with vitamin absorption, but when used long-term, it can quietly damage your liver. Don't miss the final section, where we'll explain it more clearly than any supplement label ever will. In the journey to better health, especially after turning 60, many older adults turn to supplements like fish oil, thanks to its well-known benefits for heart health, memory, and joint function. But what often goes unnoticed is that certain types of fish oil, especially those derived from fish liver, like cod liver oil, contain very high levels of vitamin A. If you're also taking separate vitamin A supplements or regularly consuming organ meats like liver, you may unknowingly exceed the safe daily limit of vitamin A, quietly putting your liver, bones, eyes, and nervous system at risk. The danger lies in how subtle the symptoms can be: mild headaches, dry skin, fatigue, insomnia, or forgetfulness. Many people brush these off as just aging and continue their supplement routine for months without realizing the harm. According to the U.S. Institute of Medicine, IOM, adults over 60 should not exceed 3,000 mcg, 10,000 IU of vitamin A per day. But that threshold is easily crossed if you're taking 1 cod liver oil capsule, plus a multivitamin, plus a meal with animal liver, all without knowing the total dose. What's worse, many fish oil products don't clearly list how much vitamin A they contain, leaving seniors unaware of how much they're truly consuming. So how can you use fish oil safely? Choose fish oil made from the flesh of the fish, not the liver. It'll usually say fish oil rather than cod liver oil on the label. If you're already taking a multivitamin that contains vitamin A, avoid liver-based oils altogether. And remember, more is not always better. For older adults, the key is low dose, the right type, taken consistently. Fish oil can be a powerful friend to your heart and brain, but only when you understand how it works. Don't let a well-meaning habit become the silent trigger that wears down your liver and nervous system over time. If you've ever combined fish oil with vitamin A supplements, drop a check in the comments below. I'll respond to every message personally to help you make safer, smarter choices starting today. We've just uncovered 8 seemingly harmless vitamin combinations that, if misused, can silently affect your kidneys, heart, liver, and nervous system, especially after surgery. This isn't to scare you. It's to help you make smarter, safer choices for the body you live in every single day. I know most of us aren't doctors. We're simply trying to live well, stay active, and feel strong. But at this age, even a small decision, a single supplement, can ripple into a big difference. You don't have to give up everything. You just need to understand what works together and what doesn't. Because your body deserves protection, clarity, and care. If you've ever taken these combinations without realizing the risks, or if you're unsure about your current routine, leave a comment below with the word check. I'll go through each message and respond. You are not alone in this journey. And if this video brought value to you, don't leave quietly. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's how we grow this community of strength and support. Aging isn't about slowing down in fear. It's about walking forward wiser, lighter, and more in tune with what your body truly needs.